Hello and welcome to Shanghai. Today is April 18th, 2022. Hope you're all doing well today. Alright, so today I'd like to talk about more lockdowns coming here to Shanghai, to a neighborhood or a community near you. So, Shanghai has recently implemented a three-stage lockdown. So you got step one, the highest level is lockdown, then you got the middle one, which is uh, controlled or managed, and then you have precautionary, which is a little more freedom where you can walk around. You can't leave the district, but you can walk around your district area or sub-district. All right, so no matter you are in precautionary or lockdown, more lockdowns are coming, even if you don't have cases in your community. This, I'm here to tell you, this is a fact, and it is happening now. So my community was cleared for precautionary from the day the government announced it. My community has no cases. There still is no cases in our community or even nearby. But 2 days ago, I received a message from my Chinese friends telling me that more lockdowns are coming. They heard it from another source, and I kind of questioned them on it. Are you sure? And they said, "Yeah, you don't believe me? Then wait and see." And I said, "Okay, we'll see." And then I messaged the foreigners in my community. We have a group chat for our community for the foreigners, and everyone kind of said, "Nah, I don't think so. Shanghai will be managed by May 3rd." But then another foreigner said, "I heard all of Songjiang district here in Shanghai is can't go outside or is in lockdown." And I looked out my window. I was kind of looking around, and I didn't really see anybody in lockdown. Everyone was walking. There's people out walking near the river. There's people riding bicycles. So I didn't think so. And our community didn't make an announcement. I actually replied, "So if we were in lockdown, I think we would have already known." Last night around 7 p.m. or 8 p.m., I received a message from our community saying that we have been upgraded to managed, which means that's the translation, and that means controlled. So that's the middle step where you can walk outside in your community, you can walk your dog in your community, you can take out the trash, but you can't leave the gates of the community. You have to stay in the community itself. You're not allowed to have large gatherings. So we received a message that says residents do not go out of the district. It is strictly prohibited to gather. Vehicles do not flow, meaning you're not allowed to use personal vehicles. Superior to carry out antigen testing and nucleic acid screening. Uh, by only necessities, residents must buy to the neighborhood community for record and review. So this is a translation. I didn't edit the wording because I just kind of left it at that. So they only want you to buy things through the community group so that they can control what you buy and not buy. That's what a joke, right? You're not even allowed to buy. So if you want to buy something from Hippo or Huma or something by yourself, you're not allowed. Only buy through the community, what the community agrees you can buy. So they can record it and review it. Sounds like total control to me. Comprehensive disinfect. They want a disinfection and static for 2 hours to receive or distribution. Like I said, I just translated it, so the wording is kind of messy. Basically, they want to disinfect all of your stuff before you can actually receive it for 2 hours. So they're going to use a whole bunch of chemicals and oils on all these packages that you received. Sorry, not oils. They're going to disinfect it with all these chemicals before you receive the items to your apartment 2 hours before. So, again, my community has no cases, but we're upgraded to managed and controlled for no reason, just because the government decided, hey, we're going to change the policy. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter why. We're just going to do that for the safety of everybody. So just because you're in precautionary, that they're just going to change the rules on you. My friend, a couple of friends told me that more harsh lockdowns will be coming to Shanghai. They have a goal where they want everything managed by or under control by May. So I think the government's going to do whatever they can to manipulate the numbers to make this happen, whether the numbers are true or inaccurate. It doesn't matter. They're gonna do whatever they can to get to that zero number. That means more lockdowns. It doesn't matter if you have cases in your community or not. So I expect, and I've heard from a few friends already that they've also had the same thing, where they've been upgraded to, controlled or managed as well, and there's no cases in their community because actually, if there was a case, we'd be in total lockdown again. But because you go from lockdown to managed, and then you got precautionary. Well, why are we being upgraded when we have no cases? It's just about control. This is only about control of the people. You're not allowed to get together with people. You're not allowed to buy things without it being reviewed by the community and dependent on the community and dependent on the government. They want to disinfect everything. This isn't about health. Too clean is not good. I've always learned that. If you always spray everything with chemicals, where are you getting those bacteria to stay healthy? You can't keep everything disinfected. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, people are tested before they deliver goods. They have no cases. They went through multiple things, and we need to disinfect it. And we're not allowed to go out. And we've been tested for 3-4 weeks now. I mean, since March 12th, all the schools in Shanghai were closed down. So basically, since then, I've been basically in lockdown. Not in my apartment, but I can't go to work. There's nothing I can do except stay home and go to work. So I guarantee you, more lockdowns are coming to your guys' community. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it's gonna happen. And I was told by a few friends, it's just rumor, it's not fact, but I believe it. Nothing in terms of schools, or none of the schools or anything will really open probably until July. That's the expectations that I've been hearing from other people. Before, I thought June myself, but based on everything, Shanghai probably won't reopen fully until July. Maybe later, maybe sooner if lucky, but I don't see anything really happening now that will. I don't see any good news happening that will allow things to reopen soon. Nothing goes from all these cases to zero just all of a sudden. In 2020, Shanghai was closed they closed all the schools from March because February is the Chinese New Year, so you can't really count February. But from Chinese New Year until June, the first week of June, schools were closed. This lockdown's worse. Shanghai is also going through all these cases, so I just can't see things opening anytime. I think we're going to be in longer lockdowns. We're going to be in harsher lockdowns. So be prepared, guys. Stay safe. Take care, and I'll see you in our next video.